Hey, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dead in Vinland, the King in the North edition. And that's right. I think I'm gonna start referring to myself as the King in the North. It's got a nice ring to it. You know, I'm in the North. I carry myself with a certain kingly air. And or maybe it's just the fluffy velvety robes that I wear. Either way, we're back after a brief hiatus. My apologies. I have Game of Thrones on the brain, and it's going to be extruded. I'm going to exude Game of Thrones. I keep going to this one and there's nothing there for me. Unless that's an insult machine that I'm not aware of. And, hello, sir. I don't remember you. You two must be related. I thought it was the Thor's hammer guy. But no. I'm thinking... So many blue people. Blue dabba-dee dabba-die. Inspect this blue man. A blue bearded man slumped in a wooden throne, beautifully carved with serpentine pattern. I will say I've just come to the end of a season, and I said before that the show would have to go a long way to get me back after the red wedding. Sorry, the colorful ceremony, and yeah, I went through a huge lull. Well, huge lull. A period of about a week or so where I barely watched. I think I watched a couple episodes here and there. I won't say that the show has won me back. Serpentine patterns. He stares at you, his face showing no emotions at all. But I'm hooked again. I'm not necessarily enjoying. I've been watching the last two seasons. I'm like, well, the last season, like not this one I just watched, but the one before. I'm like, oh, this is where they spent all the budget. It's like you really must have blown through, the equivalent of an entire household of wealth making these episodes, because the special effects and action were leaping off the screen and around the screen and all over the screen, and that was pretty obviously. Oh, I didn't even mention. Oh, I am so remiss. I apologize. We had such a dramatic last video, losing both Tomo and Nut. Oh my God, how could I forget to mention that? My God. Very unforeseen. We sent them down the stairway to hell. And Tomo was a complete shock. I wish I could get that back. But Nut was just lazy. Like, you reach a point sometimes where it's like, you know what? Just do it. And I think that's where I was after losing Tomo, in that sort of state of shock. It was like, nothing matters. You want something? Help us against Bjorn. Those guys? Oh no, never. They are the most entertaining thing on this island. Sometimes they come here to try to rob me. Such fun. You want something? Never mind. Don't bother me. Okay, well, let's trade then. We've met some hidden conditions. What do you want? Special items. Here's what I have in store. What do you want? Oh, I didn't know we could... Ancient knowledge. Here's what I would like in exchange. 20 pel... Oh my God, it's just a trader. How many of these do I have? I don't want to give away my iron because I've lost both my miners in the last video. Cheese is like pelts. Sure, take the pelts. Real pleasure. Already had 3 ancient knowledge. Who knew? Nothing. Never mind. What's other stuff? Here's what I have. Random powders, seeds, mead. Reconsider. Never mind. Don't bother me. Okay. Talk? I don't remember this from before. It's Loki. He's a trickster. Who are you really? A sad remains of a once glorious people. Go talk to that witch Freya. I don't like to tell bedtime stories. You want something? Never mind. Okay, so who's the witch Freya? That's got to be her. Has to be. So talk to me now about... Maybe not. Where did I just go? Sheepy. It's got to be one of these. Where Freya is, or that blue oracle light-looking thing. Nope. Not even close. Stairway to Hell. Stay away from that. I don't know where else... Where... That's gotta be Freya. The trapped shield. We've tried this many times. Who's our cook? You. Reconsider. We have no fish, meat, nothing. Okay. Yeah, so watching this most recent season, I was like, you know, we're going through the slow parts. Everything's gonna. The seasons now, looking back, they seem to all, after the sort of the slow times or slower times of seasons 2 and 3. They're following a very predictable, you know, they set up the premise of the season, you know, introduce all the challenges. Then you go through and they're working towards it, and then you get the blue balls where it's like, okay, things are going to resolve. No, they don't resolve. And then at the end, there's the big budget blowout action scenes. If you go back to season 2 and part of season 3, I guess, everything's a little foggy, so forgive me if I'm wrong. But you have like, oh yeah, Robb Stark is cleaning up, and he's defeating the Lannisters at every turn. And it's like, there's been like no battle scenes at all. It's like, I could see how those seasons would be considered a little bit slow and more world building than anything. And then just recently, the sort of big budget blowout, you can kind of see where the show, you know, skyrocketed in popularity, and people throwing money at this show, I guess, at this media property. It's kind of hilarious, actually. And they're starting to commit the sin, that one thing that I almost cannot abide, and that's I love the show, by the way. I don't want any Game of Thrones hate, and I'm going to avoid spoilers for the 3 other people out there in the world who haven't yet seen Game of Thrones, but they're starting to commit the sin, the one sin that because I can forgive a lot, but there's one sin that I can't really abide, and that's when they start to just really screw with the timeline. Right? Before, they tried to kind of explain how long everything took and where everything was kind of positioned in terms of, you know, relative to other locations and the accepted methods of transportation, and then they kind of allude to how much time has passed. This season, it's just everybody's everywhere. It's like, I just watched like the last scene of season 6, I believe, and I'm looking, and like there's a character, and this character is in a very distinct place, and I'm like, 2 seconds ago or earlier in this episode, that character was in another different, very distinct place. What is happening here? Is there something like... Because then the world also introduces another element that could explain my confusion, right? Or is it just the show committing the sin? I'm like, well, they've committed the sin in other places at other times more recently now. And so why would I think that that's not what's happening? Maybe I need to think. I don't know what to think after watching that last scene of season 6. It was like, oh, okay, is this how, and like other people are ending up in different places in like no time at all? I understand time is passing, I get it, but it's like, I need some context, ground me in some way Can you ground me in some way at all, please? Like, that would be lovely if I was just slightly more grounded. Ooh, no, we'll go min. I think that was, I hope that was wise. Accuracy, Hawkeye. Three times as much accuracy for less dodge. I think I already took a pretty substantial dodge debuff, didn't I? I'm already down 5. I'm already down 5. And I'm down 10. No, steel skin is the same. It's the same 5, right? I'm hoping it's the same 5. It's gotta be. I'm just gonna go with the straight accuracy buff then. He's gonna be a fighter. He's gonna be, I guess we'll we'll take away some of that accuracy again, just for some extra. Some crit resist would be nice. Injury decreases. No. Agile duelist. Oh, I like that. Accuracy and dodge. The only thing I'm looking for down here in a non battle buff is mining. If you don't have a mining thing that I can deal with, then you're not. Ooh, health -2. What is your health at? 15. -40%. 5 initiative. That's not bad. Yeah. Hunger, depression resistance. Some charisma, sure. I didn't like that debuff. It was not a blind slayer. Max crit at the expense of accuracy and dodge. That's all my accuracy. All my accuracy. No, we won't. We can't do it. We can't do it. Sure, he got 0 healing, but whatever. A sneaky bastard. Straight agility? I don't think that does anything for us. I don't think that the stats don't treat each other or interact with each other in that way, right? Like if I take agility here, I'm not going to get more dodge. I don't believe. I think after 100 and some odd episodes, and I've burnt out the clock. There's no more tributes. I'm 200 days in. I'm like, how do the stats relate to each other? Can you, somebody? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's all about Game of Thrones at this point. I'm kidding, of course. It's not like my whole life has been handed over to that stupid media property. And of course, I say stupid with love. I tend to, the more I end up enjoying something, the more critical of it I tend to get, and that's, you know, that effect gets magnified when I'm so heavily. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. When I'm so heavily or deeply when I'm so deeply none of this matters, right? Oh, fatigue recovery. When I'm more deeply immersed, that effect gets exaggerated. Unless I can get out of something at exactly, like Breaking Bad, I got out at exactly the right time. I went in somewhere in the middle. I managed to go back to the beginning, watch the whole thing. I believe it was on Netflix, and then caught up to the show when it was, you know, that funny ending season. Watched them new to the end. Boom, done. Never went back. You know, went a couple of reruns, or when AMC would do their weird marathons, I'd rewatch a couple of key episodes that were good and whatnot. But no re-immersion, no deep immersion into it. I got in and got out at the right time, and that show will forever hold a special place in my heart for sure. Game of Thrones, I'm watching a little differently in the sense that I am deeply, deeply immersed right now. I got nothing else going on other than recording videos and a little bit of housework. That drama is still ongoing. I've mentioned that before, but for the most part, I've got all that under control. So, Brother Angelico actually needs a little bit of loving, and we'll throw Moira in here. Wait, did I have him over here and then just switch them around? If so, that's embarrassing. I think that might have been the case. Yeah, this is a weird one. I wouldn't be offended if you shut off the video at this particular juncture. So we've got a hunter. I'm gonna get us some of that sweet, sweet goodness. Where's our crafter? Nowhere. So we'll throw some of you into here. And then what was the other thing that we could get out of this if we added to this pot? Add a raw ingredient, our chef. What will we add? Raw vegetable. Raw vegetable. Oh my god, excuse me. Whew. Okay, so raw vegetable is actually something that we can get right now, right? This is harvestable. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Harvest away. Let's roll this one over. We haven't rolled over in a long time. We'll roll this one. I actually gotta go. It's a school activity day here. I gotta go and help out the old younglings do their thing. So, but first we should now be able to go over here, go into here. Let's add a raw ingredient. What are we gonna throw in? My mom always told me to eat my vegetables. Given the quantity of putrid meat already in the pot, you don't think any vegetable will be noticeable at all, but at least you contributed. Okay. Or you can step back the pot. Gurgles, putrid squirt. Putrid squirt. Where's my pencil? Where's my ancient writing device? I'm sure I'll remember it. Putrid squirt bursts in your face. Okay, so we've done that. Add a raw ingredient. Let's throw in some meat now. Some fish. There was no fish in the pot, but you doubt anyone will be able to tell the difference. Okay, yeah, take the fish. Or you can step back. Putrid squirt of rotten ooze bursts in my face. Lovely. Add a raw ingredient. I don't know if this is doing anything. I think it's just the same sort of raw meat. Content looks awful and yet you feel hungry. You have very mixed feelings about this. Okay, well I've added everything. Let's throw in another vegetable for good luck. I don't think it will happen. Noticeable effect, putrid squirt. Okay, well, eat from the pot. Our constitution and courage lady is gone in the form of Tomo. So let's send Kari. As strange as that might sound, does it even make sense to willingly poison yourself with the horrid stuff from that cursed cooking pot? Try it. Probably not, but neither does this crazy island. You take a deep breath and come closer to the pot. If she dies, I'll rage quit. Well, I'll be done anyway. Delicious. You're probably hallucinating. Swallow, Kari. Maybe this tainted food destroyed your sense of smell and taste, but it seems actually edible, and more than that, tasty. You are not alone. There are other guests around you, sharing the same meal from the pot, eating and dancing and laughing. Or are they just shadows? Something's wrong, slightly out of place, as if that meal didn't actually exist, and yet you took a bite. You rub your eyes. There's no pot, no meat, nobody around, nothing but the ashes of a small campfire. There's no trace of what you put into the pot, but the middle of the ashes, you can see a small metallic sphere. Of course, we're just we're bead hunting. We're collecting beads from all over the land, and we're just a bead people now. We're going to expert ourselves. We're going to become experts in bead foraging and making things out of those beads in order to wear, like to adorn our garments. And yeah, that's what we do now. So deal with it. Tomo's gone. Nut's gone. Solveig is probably gonna, before long, throw herself into the pit of hell as well, in order to be with her husband. And yeah, that's just the way it's gonna go. So deal with it, right? That's what I always say. So we want to, our combat stuff is important still, I think. I don't really know, but accuracy, crit, max. So make a couple more maxes, a couple more mins. There's a min, there's a max. Yeah, make the max. I think you can go and help, actually. Yep, you're good there, you're good there. Boom. Boom. Yeah, that's all fine with me. I have no particular care in the world about anything else, so I don't know what we're supposed to find and where. I'm sure people are getting frustrated with my gameplay, and I don't blame you, but I want to see the end of this, and I want to talk my way through the end of this, along with my Game of Thrones obsession. Open the chest, colored vials, parchments, jewels, Heimdall's, a magic pooch. And by pooch, I mean pouch. Beautiful. We'll check out these couple of things here. You're probably one of these, or these. Yeah. Rather well-made pooch that helps you carry a lot of lightweight items, easily convenient. Son of the 9 mothers, Heimdall likes everything gold. He owns a golden horse and wears fabulous golden teeth. In our days, he would have made a glorious gangsta rap singer, famous for bringing back her beloved necklace to Freya, the shiny Brisingamen battling Loki in the shape of a seal. All things considered, a rather peculiar man, this Heimdall. Interesting. Okay. Who can be our gardener? After Solveig sacrifices herself. Brother Angelico. Rub this, smear this, this smelly fertilizer all over yourself. There you go. You're the man now. Okay, we're going to put a cut in here because I needed to start the next season. I'm kidding. I've got things to do. Until then, thanks very much. See you soon.